Hey everybody, I'm here in Skopje Macedonia, and as you can see, I'm at the hostel, and they're conspiring. You see I don't know if you can see it very well, but there are police officers over here. There is one police officer car right there, and then there's another one right here. This is what the police officer car look like here, and also they look the same or quite similar in Belgrade, Serbia. They just pulled up, but my thing is they're blocking the street off, and they're up to no good. They just parked here. The reason why they did is because they knew I came outside, and I guess they wanted to be waiting for me. I'm at my hostel right now. This hostel is Pension Bianco. Here's the sign for it, and they're out here doing a bunch of nothing. You know, you wouldn't really think that this stuff goes on to the same intensity that it goes on in the US, but it does. And as you can see, they've talked about something. They didn't do it on the radio because they're doing underhanded stuff. That's why they got on the street and they talked about it outside of their police cars because they know what they're doing is underhanded. They got out, all three of them huddled together. They talked about what it was that they were going to do or whatever, or plan if I did go out or if I walked or something, because they know that they're putting chemicals in the hostel that are giving me a headache. So they talked about it because they know that what they're doing is underhand and they could get fired, and they don't want it on record. So the thing to do is to get out of the car so no one can hear what's being said. You know, this country is a country full of people that are basically white trash. I don't like to get racist, but at the same time, this is a racial war. It's not a war that I've called, but it's a war that I definitely am going to defend myself against. What does that mean? That means that I'm not a racist person, and I'm a nice person. I love everybody. But when I know that they are using their race to their advantage because this is their country and it's a homogenous country, and they're using my race to their advantage because I am black, and automatically I'm underrepresented in this country, and there's so little known about blacks in this country, which basically means that if the police harass me, no one will help up for me because they will automatically believe the stereotypes that the media has put out over the course of so many years concerning blacks. They'll automatically think that whatever the police is doing is justified and it needs to happen, and they're gonna think that the police are doing nothing but the right thing, meaning upholding the safety of the Macedonian society. But quite honestly, out of all the white people that I've met while I've been in Europe, these are probably the most trashy white people that I have ever met in Europe. How I was attacked in a park in Macedonia that was near the city center. He wanted to see my passport and told me that I couldn't be in the park even though other people were in the park. He singled me out just to tell me that I couldn't, and then he started kicking me when I asked him why did I have to leave because other people were in the park. And then he called me a motherfucker and jaked the earphones out of my ear. No one was there to help me even though other people saw it happening. Actually, there were people there who could have helped, but they didn't because they automatically thought that whatever the police officer is doing to this black guy, someone who falls under the race of someone who's aggressive and someone who does stuff illegal, because that's the way media has portrayed blacks to be, someone who is doing this deserves to be attacked by the police and deserves for these things to happen. In this country, I have to classify them as the silent racists. They're not like the ones in the United States or in the Middle East where they're very open about their racism. They are the ones that are very quiet about it. And only when you deal with them do you discover how racist they are. I'm just giving this as information to people who are watching, who are targeted individuals and who understand the situation that I'm going through. So yes, why would they get out of their car just to harass?